Welcome, Leo, to your weekly reading. This is for the 20th to the 27th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Leo, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on to see your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, we'll look at the possible energy ending the week. Leo, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, my dear Leos, what I am seeing here is that you have an idea, or you perhaps have already started something new. We see you now planting fresh pentacles in a fertile field. There is something that you are wanting to bring into your life. And Leo, of course, this is going to be very personal to you. So you either have this idea or you've already started it. Now, what I see is that there could be one particular person in your life, Leo, who for some reason is trying to discourage you from doing this. And this person here is representing as the Devil. Now, I feel this Devil characteristic is coming out in this person because, my dearest Leos, there is jealousy, there is a fear of being left behind, there is a fear of what if Leo succeeds, what will happen to me? So they are trying to discourage you from doing whatever this is. Now, I will just give you some very simple examples. You could have a wonderful idea of starting your own business, doing something, Leo, on the side just to supplement your income. And it could be doing something that you're naturally very good at. You could be a wonderful graphic designer. You could be an excellent copywriter. You could have a flair for making clothes. It could be anything, Leo. And your significant other doesn't want you to do this. Perhaps they feel that this will be taking time away from them, that you'll be busy doing your own thing and they'll be left on their own and they'll feel neglected. Perhaps, my dear Leos, they don't want you to have this extra income and to be independent. There are going to be so many different reasons. So they could come in and they could have this energy of, Leo, what are you doing? You're setting yourself up for failure. It's never going to work. You're going to lose a lot of money. And they say and do a lot to bring you down and to turn you away from this idea. Leo, you could have decided now that you want to move. You are looking to move to a new city, a new state, a new country. You want to do something new. You want to experience something you haven't experienced before. The Devil could be a family member that doesn't want you to move away. So they could come in with this energy of, Leo, you're setting yourself up. You're going to be lonely. You won't make friends. You know it's very hard for you to meet new people. You're going to be sitting in your new apartment all alone. What are you doing? So you're being asked, my dear Leo, to be very aware of who this could be for you and why they're coming in with it. If this is something that you want to do, something that is really right for you now, Move ahead, my dear Leos, and just understand where the devil energy is coming from and what their reasoning could be. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have Ace of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. Now, Leo, what we see here is something quite lovely. Hand of God is coming in with the pentacle representing a new opportunity to walk down a new road, explore something different, something novel in your life. And where it's actually coming up for you is in some kind of group environment. So, my dearest Leos, this could be moving to a new neighborhood and connecting with a new community. This could be starting a new job and connecting with new colleagues. This could be that you've decided to start a new activity group. Maybe you've joined a new yoga school, or you've decided to sign up for specialized cooking lessons. Whatever it is, we are being told, my dearest Leos, that within this group there is untapped opportunity and potential for you now, not only to enjoy whatever this group represents to you, but I do feel that you could make very good friends here, Leo, friends that could be in your life for many months, if not years to come. And for those of you who are looking to meet somebody romantically, there could be possibility in this group. As you can see, we've got all these sprouts and roots coming out of our pentacle. This is just a beginning energy, but it can grow and develop and expand in ways, Leo, that you haven't even begun to dream of. So whatever this is for you, once this opportunity comes up, and Leo, it could come up that you read something that there's a new hiking club in your neighborhood, or a friend phones you up and says, Leo, do you want to join me? I'm signing up for tennis lessons. This opportunity will come through. It won't seem like something big and amazing, but my dearest Leos, there is something here for you, something worth exploring. So that being said, I do not foresee any big challenges coming your way. Let's move on now and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have Knight of Wands and Four of Pentacles. Now, Leo, Spirit is asking you to look around and identify any area of your life that is not working for you any longer. And this could very well be something to do with our devil energy. There's something right now that is not fitting with who you are. As you can see, this young girl is beautifully dressed. She doesn't fit into that little poverty-stricken village. She probably lived there for a time. She grew and expanded, but now it's time for her to move on. She has got whatever she has needed out of that relationship or experience, and now she's taking one last look and moving on. There's something that needs to be released. Now, my dear Leos, it could be, as I mentioned, this devil energy in your life, or it could be something else completely, something that is just not aligned with the direction of your life. It could be literally where you're living. Maybe you have outgrown your neighborhood. Maybe you are living in a very vibrant neighborhood that is filled with a lot of noise and pubs and clubs, and you are now ready for a quieter life, and you're dreaming of that little quaint village or that coastal town. This could be, my dearest Leos, that you've just outgrown a certain friend or friendship circle, and you need new friends who get you and understand you where you are now. As you can see, it could be anything, but we are being told that when you acknowledge that it's time to move on and you make the move forward, my dearest Leos, you're going to find what you're looking for. And it could be this new group here that you connect to, but I do see you finding something that ignites that flame within you, whether it's new friends, a new neighborhood, a new job, starting something on your own, something, my dear Leos, that gets that passion going within you. Spirit wants you to let go of what's no longer working and move on and find things that ignite you from deep inside, because it's from that point, my dear Leos, you will grow and realize your true potential. Right, let's move on now and see what your unexpected blessing is that is coming through this week. And we've got 4 of Cups and the Lovers. Now, my dear Leos, who have you been calling in? There is a particular relationship I see here that you have been longing for, and it's being presented under the Lover's energy. Now, this could be any relationship. It could be a new significant other, a new friend, a new business partner, a new boss. There is a person that you've been calling in, my dear Leos, but as of yet, they have not come into your life. And I see with 4 of Cups that some of my Leos could be getting quite despondent, looking at those empty cups. When will I ever meet somebody that I connect to on a soul level, whether it's a significant other, a friend, or even a business partner or boss that gets me and understands me? I'm so lonely. Things aren't going my way. No matter what I've done, no matter what effort I've put into it, I still sit feeling very empty and lonely. However, here we have the hand of God coming in with a cup of abundance, and in that cup, my dearest Leos, sits the potential for this person to come into your life. This week, your unexpected blessing is that this particular person that you have been calling in is going to make an appearance. My dear Leos, just one thing to be aware of. If you are focusing on all your empty cups, feeling sad and despondent and lonely, you could miss what this is, because it's coming in your periphery. And what I mean by that is that it's not going to be somebody that just lands on your lap. This is somebody that is in the periphery, in your environment. This could be somebody that you work with, Leo, and you think of them as a really nice person, and you're not noticing the small things that they are doing in order to get your attention. And if you don't pay attention, you could miss it. This could be that colleague that knocks on your door and says, Leo, we're all going out to the pub after work. Do you want to join us? And you're not paying attention because you're looking at your empty cups. This could be, my dear Leos, that a family member tells you that there is a job going that they think would be ideal for you, but you just brush it off because you're so focused on being so unhappy with your existing job and your existing boss. So pay attention, my dearest Leos, because somebody is coming in, and I do feel that this relationship is of course going to be a blessing, and it's going to be something that could really grow and become something permanent in your life. Right, let's move on now and see what the Hanged Man and the Knight of Cups is all about. And we're looking at the possible energy ending the week. So the first thing we see at the end of the week is that you are being asked, my dear Leos, to pull back and give yourself some time over the weekend just to be on your own and look at everything that has taken place this week, because there's a lot going on. Put things into perspective. Look at how you release the devil energy. Look at what this pentacle is that's coming in this new group environment, and acknowledge what that flame is within you and who this person is. Look at how far you have come. We do see at the end of the week there is something very positive that comes your way. And whether it is this person that we saw here, or whether it is you saying yes to this new opportunity and joining this new group, we do see that by the end of the week, there is something solid that comes through, something you can say, yes, thank you, I'll take that, that's wonderful. And so, my dear Leos, you've set everything in motion. Right, let's move on now and get a final message for the week. So we just want to see now what Leo's final message is, please. And we have Strength and 8 of Swords and 2 of Wands. My dear Leos, please know that whatever comes up for you this week, you have the strength to look at it, handle it, and manage it. There is nothing that is going to be too big or too overwhelming for you, and you will manage what comes your way. This 8 of Swords energy is connected to our 4 of Pentacles, just letting you know, my dearest Leos, that it's time to move on. And if you stay in a relationship or in a situation that you have outgrown, what it'll ultimately do is just have you feeling incredibly stuck. So acknowledge what needs to be released and release it comfortably, because we see you, Leo, moving on and embracing a lot of new exciting energy coming through. 2 of Wands confirms for us this wonderful energy of the 2. There is somebody special coming into your life, and we see here that you have called them in. You created the gateway, my dearest Leos. You've done all the work. Now it's time for you to enjoy this relationship and whatever that relationship is for you. So all in all, I think this is going to be a very exciting week for you. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.